New 11.0 continent revealed? And a Titan invasion, a massive leak. Oh my god. Doran the Truth Teller coming in with a massive leak beyond the Storm Void expansion. Hold on, let's see what this is all about.
So
What's going on here?
get ready for 11.0 leak information reign, as the continent west of Kalimdor has essentially been confirmed for the next expansion. No more speculations, we had just data mined a ridiculous amount of info in the 10.2 PTR. 3 brand new massive books, and keep in mind, these are not flavor books, like literal game changers that have revealed 11.0. We learned that the Emerald Dream isn't Titan, that the Titans are indeed evil. They destroyed a World 3 in the past.
Oh, wait. Evil is a strong word. I think we gotta be careful with how we throw the word evil around. Are the Titans dicks? Are they jerks? Yeah. But they're just trying to fulfill the one truth that they believe in. They believe in one path forward, and they're gonna do what they gotta do to make that happen, right? The old gods, they believe in many truths. And they're just trying to fuck around and mess shit up and make sure that things moving forward kind of go in their direction, right? But I don't think either side's really evil. I just think the Titans are kind of dicks, to be honest. That's what I think.
And found the continent west beyond the storming sea and established a new dragonflight there. This
and the Titans would most assuredly kill us.
Likely reads as the new
if it interferes with their plan, they'll kill us. Yeah, they would totally kill us.
We learn about the Loon, her connection to the actual Titans, who Azeroth is, also more Sea and Storm hints that perfectly ties in with this heroic edition that was just leaked. As you may remember, we got the first official 11.0 leak, the Khaz'dalgar Storm Rider. I know, so much information, quite a bit to swallow, so it really looks like we are going into a new continent that lies beyond the storming sea, but there's just so much info that I'm really going to do my best to condense it as much as possible so that you can hear only the juicy bits. If you want to get Dragonflight or anything else Warcraft related, Gamil has some excellent deals.
Yeah, I think like neither side, while he's running this ad, neither side cares about us. The old gods don't give a shit about us. The Titans don't give a shit about us. They're just both using us as pawns to get their whatever they want done. So evil, yeah, selfish, yeah.
Finally, after quite a bit of time, there is a ton of new information to unpack. Now,
oh my god, Tidewell. 15 months.
15 months of pure salami.
Wow, man, damn. Thank you so much, Tidewell. 15 months.
There's new leaks every single video. Well, that is really just the way the nature of these hints work. A week ago, we got the Khaz'dalgar Storm Rider. Now we got 3 more huge hints. So it's really just more pieces to the puzzle. And finally, the picture is starting to make sense about what the next expansion is going to be about. We got another edition. We're still missing a few pieces, but the picture is more clear than it ever was. We had just uncovered the massive game changer books in the 10.2 PTR that really go hard on the lore. This isn't just flavor text with some vague, super vague foreshadowing like the recent Zaltar book we got in 10.1.7. They are all here about confirming some massive previous speculations and essentially just confirming a new continent. So by this point, you can probably already heard about this Algerian Storm Rider, but if not, I'm going to cover it in the quickest manner possible because it is super relevant.
If you don't know, that name has been data mined, and it's supposedly the heroic edition mount that we're going to get if you buy the heroic edition of the World of Warcraft expansion 11.0. So we got the Dreamweaver mount, I believe it was called, for this for the Dragonflight expansion, which was the green Dragonflight looking mount, and now we're going to get this Algerian Stormweaver, which everyone thinks now is hitting at like some kind of dwarf Griffin expansion or something.
What has just been discovered, as now we kind of know who this is going to be. So the Algerian Storm Rider is the first official like actual legit 11.0 leak. This isn't insider information, some forum prediction, AI art. This was literally data mined from the actual World of Warcraft game build. We discovered a line that is related to the heroic edition of the new expansion, and it contained this. Keep in mind, this isn't a flavor amount, this is a huge amount of information. Algerian is 100% related to Khaz'dalgar that was previously foreshadowed in Uldaman. Remember, Titan Keeper sent out into this random fissure to fix it.
Oh wow, that's a really cool piece of art there. So yeah, supposedly Khaz'dalgar, these dwarves went there, right? The Titans sent these dwarves to go explore it. And they're not dwarves like we know them. They're just stone dwarves, right? But when they got there, they got the curse of flesh put on them, right? We all know where that comes from. That comes from the old gods. So supposedly there's some kind of old god influence going on there because these stone dwarves got turned into fleshy dwarves.
Fisher to fix it, then they abandoned Titan ways, potentially rebelled, and they transformed into dwarves. Interesting enough, they had zero contact with the dwarves we know, yet they look similar. They developed same mannerisms, same language. They even named their new home Kastelgar, which is literally a dwarven name. However,
is this some now dwarven
piece of the
kingdom
puzzle was why exactly a Storm Rider? I mean, we know the Algerian part, Kastelgar, but why Storm Rider? Was this just a fancy name for a Griffin Rider? Well, we don't need to wonder anymore because this is related to a new continent, and so far we essentially have a confirmation that the new continent is indeed Hidden West. This leads us into the first new data mine book from the 10.2 PTR called
Now, I wonder though, because everyone's calling it a new continent, is this thing gonna be, because we know every single expansion we've just been getting an island, right? We get a new island, we get a new island. Now, probably the biggest continent we've gotten was Northrend. In any expansion, I would consider Northrend not an island. Northrend's a continent. Maybe Pandaria is like edging between island and continent, but otherwise, like all the other shit we've gotten, like Kultiris and Zandalar, those are islands. What we're on right now, the Dragon Isles, they're very islandy. But a continent, is this thing gonna be huge? Like, are we getting a massive freaking piece of land off the coast of Kalimdor that's gonna be like changing the map completely? That's what I'm into, and I hope so. I hope it's huge.
Of Erinetria, where we learned about a really curious green dragon that explored this place and went missing. Why this is interesting is that now we have an official confirmation that the Titans are 100% hiding something, and there is indeed a hidden continent. This is no longer speculation. You can find the whole document to read in detail, but let me very quickly sum up the most juicy parts. So, Erinetria apparently discovered every known corner of Azeroth and got so bored, so she asked Tyr, who was like a father figure to the aspects, what else can I see? Because she wants to learn where the winds come from to Azeroth. Then Tyr got all super sus and says, just stay close to home and stay close to your kin, abandon this foolish quest. Beyond the storming sea lies only ruin. However,
what is that? Did we ever figure that out? Like, the expansion showed like this whole thing, and then they went to what is going on over there? Was that a hint at 11.0 in the cinematic for 10.0? That'd be freaking crazy if they were doing that. Probably not. But I feel like the cinematic still kind of doesn't make sense. Like, what was the blue shit in the water? What was going on? I feel like we never figured any of this out.
Ruin. However,
like
the Green Dragon went anyway, and no one has seen her ever since. Even Zera had awoken from the dream to find her, but no one could do it. However, the rumor is that she did manage to survive, and that she formed a brand new dragonflight we are yet to discover. That is obviously going to be the transition from the current expansion into 11.0.
Ooh, a new dragonflight.
Ends with this. Beware the winds from the west. Its cold holds only doom. If you take wing across storm and sea, you will share Erinetria's doom. Now, you see the connection between Algerian Storm Rider and this? Well, it is likely that you need to master the storm in order to be able to access this place that the Titans are hiding, and these Earthen had managed to do just that, turning into Storm Riders, and we're probably going to learn from them how to...
I wonder if they're gonna like lock up flying like in the beginning of the expansion, and we're gonna have to learn how to storm ride. Or become storm riders, you know, to be able to actually fly in this new land. I did like how Dragonflight, like, you had flying from the beginning, and the coins, you know, learning all that shit and exploring the Dragon Isles early on by flying around, but maybe they're going to limit it in this next expansion again, just for a little bit.
Access it as well. This ties in with the old god hints from the Deathwing's library that talked about how the Titans hid something beyond the waves on purpose. They're purposely being ignorant about it. Now the puzzle pieces perfectly fall into place. Troll as a lead character on the BlizzCon is making more sense than ever. Remember, he is a world shaman. The pirate that managed to reach his continent west also makes sense. So on this new continent, we should expect to discover a brand new green dragonflight, brand new dwarves, as well as something else that now leads perfectly into the two other remaining books that we're going to cover right now. So we got a book called The Legend of Elune Ahir, where we also get lore bombs. Once again, I'm going to sum it up as quickly as possible. I'm not going to delve into any detail, as this can really be a video in itself. So we learned that apparently Eonar and Elune had a really strong connection, even calling each other great love. Eonar, the Titan, was given a branch of Ganir in order to create the very first world tree on Azeroth, this super ancient world tree. She named it Elune Ahir in honor of Elune, and then Amantul, the lead Titan guy, came in and was disgusted by it. He said it had nothing to do with orders, so he just ripped out the tree just like how he ripped Yasharaj in the past. He left
What's up with this? This guy loves ripping shit, man. He just likes ripping shit out of the planet. He's a fister. He's a fister Titan. He likes to just fist everything. Jesus. Like, he destroyed a world tree. He ripped an old god out and left a freaking giant swirling thing of water in the center of our planet. I mean, this guy's... He's got to chill out.
The roots of the tree were intact.
He doesn't think, he just rips.
Over this were powerful, they fueled it, and unknown guardians came to this place. This is almost certainly related to this new continent and might be what is causing this storm and why this continent is...
Titans are destroyers?
This could be this Khazalgar fissure that the Earthen was sent to fix, but they probably turn into these unknown guardians as they also realize that the Titans are corrupt. And no, the Titans ban is no longer a speculation. I mean, they literally just confirmed in the book that the Titans ripped out a world tree because it went against...
Hold on, that whole thing, chat, just Titans are destroyers. It's kind of true. I mean, isn't the whole thing about Azeroth, like, from what I understand in the lore, isn't Azeroth supposed to be like a sleeping Titan within the planet? And when she hatches, supposedly Azeroth's going to, like, explode and be destroyed, right? I think that hatching event is supposed to destroy the planet, from what I understand. I don't know. But yeah, Titans are destroyers. Kind of true. Like, they literally just show up to these planets, you know, and they, fuck it up. They're just like, okay, we got to make sure there's order. We got to destroy this because it's disorder. We got to destroy that. They basically destroy anything that creates or that they believe will create disorder at all. No, that's not true. Look at Argus. I know, but Argus, didn't we do some kind of spell to summon him out and he wasn't done yet? Like, wasn't Argus not fully ready? And that's why we were able to kill him? Like, he wasn't like a fully powered Titan yet? That was how I understood that lore about Argus, that we kind of like, we sucked him, we siphoned him out of the planet before he was really ready to hatch. Now, like I said, I could be wrong, but I don't know. This whole, they do destroy for sure. They create, but they also destroy. Only thing that truly matters is Azeroth's Titan form is gonna be a sexy bitch. Yeah, for sure, it's gonna be sexy. It has to be. It has to be. Imagine she was hideous. What would we do? That's it. End of WoW.
Order. And no, this was not a
he was already born because Sargeras corrupted him.
Against the Pantheon. This was
I think Sargeras corrupted him in the womb. That's what I thought. I don't know if he came out in Sargeras. I think Sargeras corrupted him while he was still in the womb.
Literally the main Titan guy, the lead guy. So
baby corruption.
If you wonder whether the Titans are bad, they're probably going to become super hostile towards us quite soon. However, the rabbit hole goes even deeper, and now we are getting into how not only standpoint you probably going to actually be the final patch, but how we will transition from Dragonflight into the next expansion. So the last book is called On the Nature of the Dream, and here we start learning some crazy things as well. The summary is we learn that the Emerald Dream is in fact not a Titan creation, as was said by the Chronicle, which is yet another speculation.
The Emerald Dream's not a Titan creation?
We also learned that it isn't a frame.
I thought the Emerald Dream was a blueprint for the world.
Or the blueprint for life on Azeroth, as was also said by the Titans. We learn that the dream isn't bound to just Azeroth, but to realms we are yet to discover. Apparently the dream flows into the realm of life at the edges, and this ties in with the recent
this is like some kind of retcon, or it's not really a retcon. They're saying that this was always a lie, that the Emerald Dream was a blueprint for the world, and in fact it goes beyond our world. Okay.
And how close the Titan Ionar and Elune are. If you may remember from Shadowlands, Elune was said to be a live Titan, and we might just be seeing her soon. Once again, the Titan's path continues, and we learn that they want the dream to stay unchanged by any hand other than theirs, and that the Titans don't understand that life and death are sisters, and this makes perfect sense because Amir Darsil is coming from Otherville, so the obvious connection is there. Now, connect this Emerald Dream and the fact that Dragonflight is probably ending within the Emerald Dream, and that we're going to discover the new roots from Eluna here, probably on this new continent, which could be Avaloran, and this crater could be Khazalgar as well. This could really be our way into this continent. However, other than these hints they dropped, potentially the largest hint that has really gone under the radar, the dragon writing says that just how they were touched by all forces, like the dragons themselves, implying they were touched by life, life, death, order, everything that influences Azeroth. So could Azeroth be a mix? But then the dragon ponders, what if that is not the case, and what if Azeroth is actually the source of everything instead? There's a super wake at the moment, but it ties in with those first one hints, and that Azeroth isn't really a world soul, and that she could be what is holding the universe together, and huge things could be happening to Azeroth in the very near future. So to quickly sum it up, we almost certainly are going to go to a new continent, probably west of Kalimdor in 11.0.
Is he saying like Azeroth's some kind of super titan or something, or just not a regular titan? I'm not. I mean, we understand that Azeroth is important, right? It was the one planet that we were able to resist the Burning Legion, right? We defeated Sargeras. The old gods themselves have been very much focused on. Well, I mean, the old gods, they're everywhere, but they haven't been able to fully corrupt this planet yet. There's something special about Azeroth, but this guy's saying like she's not really a titan. She's like something more.
Huge storm here that these dwarves probably managed to conquer, which is why they turned into storm riders. Troll is probably going to be super influential as a shaman. The Titans are almost certainly going to be enemies, and knowing that the new 6 dragon aspects with Firanaut are going to be empowered by life instead of Titans, the dragons are going to rebel against Tyr and the Titan Order.
Yeah, and we also know that like the whole thing that Iridikron's doing is he wants to like bait the Titans out so he can sucker punch them. Essentially, that's what he's trying to do. So this whole thing about the Titans coming down and we're going to fight them, the aspects aren't part of them anymore. It's all lining up to be like some kind of Titan fight.
Also, likely that Tyr is going to turn into a bad guy as well, and could even be a final boss in a mini patch in Dragonflight. We've also discovered
Tyr's been awesome.
green dragons on this continent. So right now we have more information than ever, and we're only missing a few puzzle pieces to tie in what 11.0 is going to be about. Thank you for watching. Check out his WoW lore lost its magic by clicking on the screen, and also check out my video on Slavic pirates and Vikings on my second channel by also clicking on the screen. See you next time.
Look, a whole new world, as Aladdin said, and much more coming. We know that we're going to get a new piece of land, but a new continent having to do with all this Titan, anti-Titan stuff. All these Titans been hiding this land. Why have they been hiding it? What's going on? I guess that's what the next expansion is going to be about. I'm for it. You know, it's interesting, and I guess it's going to have a lot of dwarven influence. We get some kind of dwarf expansion, which would be kind of cool. We've never seen something like that before. Interesting. Good video.